Procrastination kills dreams more than doubts, negative people, distractions, or anything else on this planet. And we're never even taught about how it actually works, why we're so prone to procrastination, and how we can actually tap into more motivation.
Noah! Larry, what the hell are you doing? Larry, you can't just... Oh, Larry!
And we're never even taught about how the brain works or how motivation works or how procrastination happens in school. So in this episode, I want to teach you exactly why we actually procrastinate and how you can tap into endless amounts of motivation. There's a really simple strategy that I've used since the beginning of time, since figuring out human psychology and really what makes us do the things we do. And that is what I call the why method. And before I tell you what it actually stands for, it's important that I explain to you how our brain works so you can really understand why we actually procrastinate, why you might be sitting and waiting on the things that you know you need to be doing, and just so you can get off your own back to know that you're not actually lazy, there's something wrong with you, your mind's just playing some tricks on you. So let's look at the two fundamental things that actually drives all human behavior. There is only two things. The first thing we'll do is we'll do anything to go and seek pleasure. If something feels good, seems to be good, we're gonna wanna move towards it. We want to go and do things that we like as human beings. But if that's just the case, you would say to me, Morgan, well, every single person wants to be really rich and really successful and really happy in the world. I've never met anyone who actually said to me they wouldn't want to actually have some more money. But then why doesn't everyone actually go after it? You see, so many people set goals, they want to achieve results that are better than where they are right now, but not everyone will actually go after it, and definitely not everybody will actually execute and get the results. Why is that? Because the second biggest driving force in all human behavior is the need to avoid pain. In fact, this one is about 11 times more motivating than gaining pleasure, which means, simply as put, if the thing that you are in pursuit of, your brain perceives that it is going to bring it pain or have to endure some sort of pain to get it, then it'll do anything to self-sabotage, stop it, or procrastinate on doing the thing, because avoiding doing the thing is more pleasurable than actually doing the thing. Hope that made sense. So let's say if we sit with a big task and we say, this is gonna be my goal. I'm gonna write this 100-page essay today, or I'm gonna record a YouTube video, for example. And we say, we know that by actually finishing it and doing it, we're gonna get a reward, we're gonna feel good, we might get an accomplishment. However, if during the process of doing it, we have to go through maybe some discomfort, maybe a fear of rejection, maybe we have to give up doing something that we really want in order to do the thing that we don't want, then our brain is going to associate pain with doing that activity and it'll absolutely avoid it. It's going to put you on the couch for hours scrolling endlessly on TikTok over and over and over, watching new videos, because every single time your brain sees a new video, it gets a spike of dopamine, a spike of pleasure, and it feels good in the moment. This is why it's so easy to actually procrastinate, because by actually avoiding doing the thing you know you need to do, you get a payoff, which then equals pleasure. So every single time we procrastinate, your brain is doing exactly what it's designed to do. Seek pleasure, avoid pain. So what do we actually do about this though? Let's look at the two driving forces of human behavior, pleasure and pain. If we're gonna look at pleasure, we're gonna associate that to what are our highest values. Every single one of us have a hierarchy of values, which means these are the things that are most important to us in our life. For example, the three most important things for me are love, success, and fun. So I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna prioritize things that involve me making an impact, helping people, success, business, money, wealth, and anything that's got things to do with fun and excitement and adventure. That is what's important for me. So quite often, I'll procrastinate on doing anything to do with health, for example, because health is just my fourth value, where I'm gonna prioritize business and money and success before that. So we have a hierarchy of things that are actually important to us. If you want to discover your values, then you've got to come along to my Dream Out Loud Method program. I run a 3-day event here in Australia on the Gold Coast, help people really go through all of this. But just for super quick right now, you might just want to ask yourself, in the context of your life, what is most important to you? And if you can start to discover the things that are most important to you, you're going to naturally find that you move towards these things in life. Another example, yours might be creation. So you may never procrastinate on doing anything involved with creating. You may never procrastinate when it comes to recording videos, making a podcast, designing a new paper. But when it comes to setting new health goals, when it comes to doing the operations in your business perhaps, you might procrastinate on that thing day in, day out, because the sheer act of doing it you associate so much pain to it that you'll do anything to avoid doing it, and you'll just get back to doing the thing you love the most, which is creating. So if you can first figure out what are your values and what are the things that really drive you, what are the things that are most important to you, you can use this little hack to have your brain work in your favor so it thinks that you're actually going to get more of that. For example, one of my values is success. So if I'm doing something that I really don't want to do, if I'm putting it off for days and days and days and I don't want to do it, I'm going to ask myself a question. How might doing this and completing this task actually allow me to feel more of the things that are important to me, aka success, fun, love? And I'll literally write out as many things as I can think about. Perfect example, I was actually procrastinating on making this video for days because I was just like, I have creator's block, I have too many things happening right now. So I asked myself the question, how can I do this video and make it fun? Because by doing that, I was able to then hack my brain and think about it in a different way. So then I started to know that, hey, by actually doing this thing, I'm going to have fun. Having fun is something that's important to me. I've always got time for fun. Let's get into it and let's enjoy the process. When you start to answer this question, and the more answers you can write down, you'll find you are ridiculously motivated to do the things that you even don't want to do, even on the bad days. Because you know that overall, they're going to bring you the thing that you actually want the most. Not only will you actually enjoy the process a lot more as well, but you'll actually get it freaking done, and you'll start to create a dopamine cycle and want to do more of the things that are a little bit hard because they seem to be a lot more rewarding. Now let's look at the other end of the spectrum, the pain. Your brain has one purpose, and that is to keep you alive. So it is continually looking out for things that are a threat to you, that could be dangerous for you. It's going to look at things and say, if that is dangerous or that is a threat, I'm going to avoid it at all costs. However, this day and age, our brain isn't there to keep us safe from a saber-toothed tiger like it used to do back in the primal days. Now what it does, it might look at something and say, oh my God, that's out of my comfort zone. That's scary. I don't want to do that. Or I'm uncomfortable doing that. I don't know how to do that. So at this day and age, the pain is actually fear. So if you're procrastinating on something, it's because you're avoiding something that may be scary to you, or you have a false perception of pain attached to it. Your brain thinks by actually doing the thing, or maybe going through with the thing, it's going to bring more pain than what you would have wanted to endure. So you would stay exactly where you are, then you get an immediate payoff and do the thing that you want to do instead. So what do we do about this? You use this simple method that I've taught all around the world called the why method. When I first started out in business, people asked me, what is your why? What is your why? What is your why? And I had no idea. And I thought it was to have financial freedom. I just want to travel. I want to do all these things. And I couldn't be further away from the truth. Because what it actually stands for is this: what hurts you? You see, if you can associate more pain to actually staying exactly where you are right now than there is for you actually doing the thing you're procrastinating on, your brain is going to want to avoid whatever is most painful. So if you can write down a list right now of all the things that are currently hurting you in your life, in your business, in your health, in your relationships, whatever it is you're procrastinating on that you want to improve on, if you can make a list of things that hurt you currently and you can bring it to your awareness, so your brain can now look at it and go, holy shit, if I actually stay where I am and if I keep procrastinating, then I'm going to have more of this, and that is far more painful than actually just following through with the task that I've been procrastinating on. So now what you've done is you've tapped into the pleasure. You've tapped into the thing that's most important to you. You've given yourself a list of reasons why completing the thing is actually going to give you more of the thing you want. And you've made a list of reasons why staying exactly where you are is actually more painful than it is to actually step. Once you get these two things in your favor, watch out. You'll have endless amounts of motivation every single day. Literally, by putting this into my life, it is so rare that I actually procrastinate on things because I get more joy out of just doing things right now, especially if they're a little bit hard and especially if I've been procrastinating on them. Don't listen to all the fake gurus out there online telling you all this philosophical shit. Just pay attention to how your brain actually works and give it the thing that it actually wants. Gain pleasure, avoid pain. Use these two things and tap into the endless amounts of motivation that's inside you right now, and never procrastinate again. And if you're brand new to this channel, hit the subscribe button because we put out so much content to help you learn the skill set and the mindset to create your dream life. And I just want to say, welcome to Dream Nation. So if you did get value from that, hit the like button, share it with a friend, do all those things. And until the next episode, go out there and dream out loud.